That's real is on the ride, fucking with them guys. You don't even know I'll decide what I'm doing well. Hey oh, hey oh, hey oh, 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 Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, wow, whoa, boom. Oh, whoa, whoa, wow, whoa, 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 boom, boom, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bing, bing. What's up, Sora-san? What's up, Lightning? How you do? How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? I've lost my goddamn mind, motherfuck! God damn! What day was that? That's the 7th. Was that the day where all the information dropped? Hope y'all doing well. How y'all doing? Doing. Hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all doing well. Hope y'all doing well. Anyways, what's up, guys? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. We're gonna talk about some video games. I think primarily it's gonna be the Microsoft stuff. I'm not gonna even bother talking about any. I don't think there was any other news of note other than like Nintendo's financials came out. Yeah, I think that was the other thing. I think it was pretty much Xbox's event, and then the financials came out for Nintendo, which are all well and good. I mean, I don't have any problem with the financials for Nintendo. I mean, I'm just saying that's the main two things, and then obviously we'll get to questions. So if you got questions you want to ask me, put it, put it, put it in the Discord. Put it in the Discord. Put it in the Discord. What? Hey. So yeah, the main two things is the Xbox and then Switch numbers and then questions. I feel like there was something else, but I think those were the two main important things. But if I'm wrong and there's something else you guys want to bring up, let me know. Let's scroll through the questions and see what's noteworthy today. Today. Need another update for things today. Day. Mm-mm. Hey. The problem is also that I started this like super late, so I imagine the turnout will probably be worse in comparison due to be real with you, today has not been the greatest of Mother's Day. I'm not gonna get like overly detailed into it. Just know I think I have had better Mother's Days, which is funny considering. But yeah. I'm just gonna scroll through any conversation stuff on the Discord. What up, Julian? How you doing, bro? Let's see. What's your biggest marathon episodes? I like how almost all the questions are like anime related. Nothing is game related. So Xbox had their event. Well, what time is it? Oh, I'll give about maybe like 15 more seconds. Oh yeah, and then we got like the Mortal Kombat aftermath, which is technically already, well, part of it's already out, not all of it. I don't think. Like I think it comes out completely in, what is that? The end of this month, like the 26th of this month. So I'm just scrolling through some other news articles. So I have everything up in advance. Thank you for the donation, Sorosan. Can't stay today because tomorrow will be rough at work. But hope you are doing well, and I'll watch the playback. All right. Thank you, Sorosan. Thank you for the donation, too. I appreciate it. I'm just scrolling through some other. Fuck X. Tell me how you really feel, Lightning. I want to know, Lightning. How do you really motherfucking feel about Xbox? Don't sugarcoat it. I don't need you talking in secrets and in riddles, nigga. What the fuck? How do you feel about motherfucking Xbox? God damn. Sorry. That's what you call a nigga moment. That's what that is. That's 100% like a full blown nigga moment. I'm scrolling down to see if there's any other newsworthy stuff. And of course, something's bothering me in my eye. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the Wonderful 101's. It's been making its rounds. I think like the physical version got delayed, but like if you're a backer of Wonderful 101, you got like a bunch of. A lot of people got digital codes. So, yeah. So Wonderful 101 was making its rounds. I got the Steam code. I have the physical Switch game coming, but the Steam code is what they gave me as kind of like a compensation due to the delay. So I played like the first chapter of that over the weekend. It runs pretty well, but like dead ass, you can barely tell any visual differences with it. Other than it just runs more consistently on Steam. That's like the main difference. But I'm scrolling through to see if I'm missing something. So yeah, I think, and then we got a bunch of more cancellations. Okay, so here's the situation with the Xbox. So Xbox had their, I think on the 7th, had their like little announcement, which was like 30 minutes. And to be fair, Xbox is planning to do this. I think it's up until the Xbox Series X releases. They're supposed to be doing these like pretty much like pseudo directs or state of play type productions. Granted, inside Xbox, I think existed before state of play. But the point I'm making is that they stated they're going to be doing this every month, right? So I, like a dumbass, didn't realize that that meant that these things were going to be shorter, and then I had the wrong time. So what ended up happening is when the shit came out, I was late and and it was short. So by the time I got on there, the shit was almost over. So it was kind of like, it's kind of a moot point now. But let's talk about it because apparently people were. I've heard very mixed results of people watching this conference. Now, I personally went back and skimmed through it. It's essentially a third party conference. That's what it is. Now, the good news is that it's a very cut the bullshit kind of conference, meaning it has a bunch of game trailers. It doesn't have a lot of talking. It's very straightforward about what it is. It tries to do some pseudo treehouse stuff in the sense of having developer interviews. It's like, and it has some third party announcement games that we hadn't known about. Um, I guess the problem with it is that for Xbox's Series X, like first game showcase, one, the games don't look that different to like get people excited. I don't even own I've never owned an Xbox console, Lightning. Like I literally do not own an Xbox. The closest I've gotten to an Xbox in recent years is when my sister bought one for Black Friday. That was the last. That's the closest I get to it now, and that was only like within the last 2 years. Scarlet Nexus is kind of lit though for all of its. All right, so here's the thing: they have like the smart delivery service, and a lot of these games are gonna be like carry through, meaning if it's an Xbox One game, it'll work on the Series X. Like feature wise, the console seems fine. I don't really have any issues with the feature set. I guess the problem is when that shit came out on Thursday, I want to say is when we got the Xbox thing. There was really nothing of note to really enjoy from it. Like it wasn't a bad showing of those games. It just is a forgettable one, I think is the best way to describe it. Like I kind of went through it and went, all right, oh look, there's Yakuza. Oh look, Dirt 5. Oh look, Assassin's Creed. Oh look, I forget the Bandai game that kind of looked interesting. And the other problem is that none of these are Xbox exclusive. Most of these are all like they were announced on Xbox's thing, but literally almost all the news articles that talked about those games getting announced all got updated within like the same day, talking about it's also for PlayStation 4, also for PlayStation 5, also for PlayStation Pro, PlayStation, I mean Xbox One, Xbox One X. Like it's so also what's up Orion Sword? Like it's so there's just nothing that punches hard. And I guess my problem is that if you're gonna do that, each thing should have at least one game that like sticks out. Now, obviously, the game that they were referring to being like that heavy hitting title is supposed to be like Assassin's Creed. The problem is Assassin's Creed does not have the same pool it used to. Like Assassin's Creed is one of those games that's been around for so long. We've seen it so fucking much, and it's so. What's up, Prince Revolver? How you doing, bro? But like, Assassin's Creed doesn't have that kind of like pool anymore. Also, you didn't see really any gameplay, or at least I didn't notice any gameplay from that section where they said you're gonna get your first gameplay reveal. And if we did see gameplay, it's so small and minute, it doesn't really fucking matter, which is has its own problems. When Xbox comes out and says, "Hey, here are our third-party partners," they show a bunch of mostly indie company logos. I like quality indies, but not a showcase of future partners. So pretty much the problem that Nintendo had when Nintendo came out there and showed their third-party partners, and like half of that shit. Oh, you savage! Damn, I thought people liked Black Flag. I thought Black Flag I heard was good, and I've heard varying reviews of Odyssey. Odyssey seems to go all over the place, but I heard Black Flag was fine. I thought people liked 4, and then, like I said, Odyssey was all over the place. That was the problem like the Wii U had when Nintendo went out there and said, "Here are all our third party partners. Do you see them over there? Look at that third party. 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 Look at that third party." And we were kind of like, "Bro, that's not a lot." like some of those names were cool, but then like when we've got the games that we're referring to, most of them were like disappointments. We were like, "Fuck! All it is like these low tier ass games." You know why you forgot about the Xbox event? Because there was nothing of note to get you excited about that Xbox event. That Xbox event came and went. Like I missed it, and people were like, "Oh, you didn't miss much," which is weird because you still got people out here like Baron who want to rep the Xbox hard, and I'm like, bro, if you're talking about features and pro consumer attitude currently, fine, you can give Xbox all the praise in the world, and I won't give a shit. But when it comes to games that make you want to specifically buy that console, I could give a fuck less because everything they show. Now, granted, this is the third party one, so this isn't like the best one to make this argument with. But before that, a lot of what Xbox shows ends up on other fucking systems. Just like people were like, "Oh, I don't trust Nintendo and third party because Nintendo and third party don't mix as well." I would say the same thing for like Xbox and first party. First party and Xbox do not mix. Every time we get a game that's like close to being good or a good game, it's on another system, another platform, or the company gets bought out. Like Sunset Overdrive, that's fucking Sunset Overdrive is Insomniac, who I think is now owned by Sony, which is crazy. So it's like, well, that doesn't mean much anymore. Cuphead's on multiple systems. Ori's on multiple systems. Now listen. Now here's my thing. Also, I don't know if I said what's up, Antrite, but what's up, Antrite? Um, the problem with listen, I'm not saying third party doesn't hold its value. The problem is third party doesn't get me excited about a console generation. Like when I'm looking at Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft, like I don't get excited over the prospect of, man, I can't wait to see what Street Fighter looks like on this system. Man, I can't wait until Resident Evil shows up on the system because like that doesn't get like if you're a fan of those games, that's fine. But I mean like that's not enough to get me excited for the console. The console is usually pushed by the first party material. So like I'm looking for a Crackdown 4. I'm looking for a Sunset Overdrive 2. I'm looking for what's that game called? The beginning of the Xbox One generation. Rise. I'm looking for another Rise. I'm looking for Rise 2. I'm looking for Alan Wake. I'm looking for Killer Instinct. I'm looking for any rare game IP. A Sea of Thieves 2. Like, show me some new shit from IPs that I can only get on Xbox. The problem is that every time they show me some shit, it's always like also on PlayStation, also on PC, also on Switch. And I'm like, bro, like that shit does not get me excited because I can get those on not only current gen consoles, but other platform holders. I can get that on a Sony console. So the fuck do I need this for? And the difference, some people will go, well, why wouldn't you? Well, why doesn't that argument work with Sony? Because Sony, as much as you may or may not like some of their IPs, puts out games that you can only get on PlayStation. God of War, Spider Man, oh, what the fuck is Infamous Second Son, Killzone, um, Persona technically is Sony only right now. Um, God of Wait, I already said God of War. Who am I missing? And realistically, I don't think Sony's had an amazing generation. Their latter half has been better than their beginning half. That's literally what it was. Oh, The Last Guardian. Like, we had games. Shadow of Colossus remake. Like, we had games that are only on PlayStation. That's not the case. That's what makes the Xbox thing kind of a disappointment. It's also just not a lot of hard hitting games there in general. If it was like a third party exclusive of like an IP that we were like, oh shit, that would have been kind of cool. But that's not what it is. Poor Wii U died for this Microsoft garbage. I wouldn't say it died for it. It just died. And Microsoft just happened to be standing over the corpse because they're disrespectful as fuck. Eat a dick. Oh, Jesus Christ. Um, I can go through. I mean, most of the games I wasn't overly interested in. The only games that really meant anything for me was. Hold on, let me check. I think was the Bandai game, which looks like a better looking Code Vein, and then the Yakuza game, which by the way, both of those are also coming on other platforms, PlayStation 4 and PC. I hope to see. I hope to God Naughty Dog moves on from the Uncharted and The Last of Us. I would kill for a new Jack and Daxter. I don't even know if they're willing to do that in any capacity. Probably not. If we had to be real about it. Also, it all depends on how this Last of Us thing goes, because we have no idea how this is going to turn out until the game comes out in like a little bit over a month. But until then, you got like a bunch of fucking games you can play towards the end of this month. Oh yeah, and then you got Vampire the Masquerade. Actually, I'm about to pull up the 140 studios they were talking about. Most of these are like big third parties, but the problem is you don't know what these games are. Like I see 2K in here, which fine. Activision, already know what that is. Bandai, Bethesda, Capcom, Bungie, probably already know what those are. That's because your 360 died before that. You just didn't notice it until after you said Xbox. It was all a part of the ploy to get you to think something else, but the reality was much colder and meaner to you. Which is that Xbox ain't shit, but that's a whole another problem. Let me see. Real quick, let's answer a couple questions. I want to keep I want to try to switch in between the questions. The one thing I know is like on the Juices Loose, that's the problem, is that on Juices Loose, uh, we sometimes don't get to the questions at all because we put them at the end of the show, or we'll like start the show with them. I think a good way is to go through like part of a topic and then kind of like jump into a question or two, then go into another topic, because also some of that shit just leads into each other. Sora-sun asks, "What are my thoughts on the Inuyasha sequel?" Unfucking necessary. You do not need a fucking uh Inuyasha sequel. There is no point. I like realistically, it's to me that's a cash grab. A lot of sequel series don't tend to do well, in my opinion. It was that damn red ring. Yeah, Xbox. Thank you for making a quality product, but remember, we don't give a fuck because Halo, Halo fucked a lot of people up that generation. But yeah, the Inuyasha sequel was just fucking unnecessary to me. I don't really see the point of having one other than money, money and fan favorite show. Inuyasha already dragged as it was based off of the original series having so much filler. Then it finally finished that series, and then they were like, "Bro, I think we need to make a sequel." I'm like, what are you talking about? A sequel. And we're like, fuck. Then in the back, he's just like, sequel. And I'm like, fuck. So I'm not necessarily interested at all. I don't want Inuyasha wasn't a deep enough series for me to want a sequel to. I don't care. Show me some fan art of their kids and whatever, and I don't care. I think the funniest part about this whole thing is that people didn't realize that Shomaru had interest in women. That was like the funniest thing. People on fucking Twitter hashtag Shishomaru fucks with a question mark. And why? Because it was just like, how do you have a child? That was like the first thing that came out of your mind. You're like, how do you have a child, sir? So I'm not keen on the Yasha sequel personally. Even though there's technically no DB, it's still one of the main series to pull off a good sequel. Yeah, yeah, I'm fine with that. That's a fair argument. I get what you're saying. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. I'm cool with that. Next one. Fucking Melvin asked so many questions, threw me the fuck off. Let's see. What is your favorite streaming service to watch anime, cartoons, and all things on TV? That one's a good one. I think it rotates between like 2 or 3 streaming services. If it's anime, it's VRV. Now, here's the thing. Some people go, why don't you watch it on Crunchyroll? Now, here's the thing. VRV is like the parent company who owns Crunchyroll. So, but the reason why I choose VRV over Crunchyroll is one, if you have a VRV subscription, VR Verve, whichever way you want to pronounce it, at least with that company, that also includes a Crunchyroll subscription. So if I prefer like Crunchyroll's player, I can just jump to Crunchyroll's player. I have no inherent reason to do that, but I can do it if I want to. The other reason is that Verb has like a bunch of like Nickelodeon, has other shit on it that I could watch, like Rooster Teeth stuff, old school Nickelodeon stuff, like Scooby Doo, fucking Angry Beavers, I think Chalk Zone. I haven't gone back and looked at everything, but there's a good number of stuff that I can look at. So that's probably the reason. And then my other choice would also be like for movies and television, be Amazon Prime, which I don't really need to go that deep into it, just Amazon Prime. So yeah, it's between Verb and Amazon Prime. And right now I have Disney Plus, but Disney Plus is like an acquired taste. I have to be kind of in a mood to watch certain things on there, unless it has some of the older school stuff. Which, to be fair, they've been adding stuff. But yeah, so that's my preferred streaming site. In the world, if the video game world, kind of like Sword Art Online, became real, what video game do you think you would be best at? What video game I think I would be best at? I don't really have any game I overly excel in. Yeah, Verb is the parent company. So like if you try VRV, yeah, it also has Scooby Doo and Looney Tunes. But what video game world do I think I would do best at? Oh damn. What video game world I think I would do best at? It's probably got to be a tactics thing. But then again, do I really want to be responsible for so many people's lives? Hmm. I think I would just go with the basic answer and say I'm a Pokemon trainer. I would become a gym leader in the grand line of things, but like I would start out as a Pokemon trainer. I think I would do well in the Pokemon universe. So I'll say that. So let's delete that question and then delete this question. And here's the thing: it's not like I don't think that Xbox consoles are still poorly made, but they've been poorly made, and people didn't care. People were just like, "But I want my game, no. I want my Halo." It probably would be Pokemon because if it's Fire Emblem, might kill people. I don't trust myself enough with human lives. Animals, fine, but human lives, that's a whole other problem. But yeah, Xbox just kind of I don't think they've added enough to the industry. But here's the question I'm gonna pose to you. If you were excited for the next gen, wait, all right, here it is. Are you excited for the next gen? And if you are, why? And if you're not, why? So yes or no, why are you excited for the next gen if you are excited for the next gen? Or why not if you're not excited for the next gen? I think for me personally, I'm pretty much in a weird sense of indifference where I don't think much is going to change for me in the long run. Like, I'm going to handle this gen like I've been handling the last 2 or 3 gens, which is that I buy my Nintendo console first, and I'm pretty much only using that for like 3 to 5 years. And then I buy a secondary console, usually fuck me, a PlayStation console. And then I sit there and look at like Xbox and go, that's a console I could have got. But I also could have shot myself, and I decided against my better judgment to keep living. So I think I made the right decision in the long run. The world is worth living for, folks. That's dark. That's really fucking dark. Happy Mother's Day. Oh Jesus! I need God, but He won't talk to me because He don't talk to agnostics like that. And here's my question though: why are you not excited though? I hate Lent. Damn, that's crazy. I'm mad on the next gen. Not have anything exciting. I buy PlayStation first, then Nintendo. See, I'm the opposite. I buy Nintendo more than I buy PlayStation. Only because the games that I know I'm really gonna want to play usually come out on Nintendo consoles pretty early in the gen, and then that carries me for like the first 3 or so years. Um, which some people would make that as a knock against Nintendo, like, oh, Nintendo can't carry a generation. But like for me personally, it's more so like the kind of games I like to play. I still end up owning more Nintendo games than PlayStation games. Like I think right actually, I think I did a Switch collection at one point. I might do another one, just for the sake of it later on, not now. But that's something to keep in mind. So yeah, I think that's all the major points. Like the Xbox thing, there's just not a lot to talk about. It's realistically just a conversation of, hey guys, do you like Xbox? No. Did you like the Xbox press event? No. Why not? Because all they showed was third party games, and I'm buying the system for exclusives. Damn it. What do we do, Philip? Philip, we need help. We need to come out with interesting content that's only for our system. What do we do? Make another third party game. What do you mean make another third party game? Make another third party game. God damn it. Philip, you're missing the point. We need new content. We need new hard hitting content, Philip. No. Assassin's Creed, Madden, FIFA, fucking NBA. We need it. And it's like, bro, don't come in here with that nonsense. It's crazy. Oh, Jesus Christ. There's most of the only games get interest in me are JRPGs and Japanese games, and Switch is getting more solid support there, and Xbox as well. Well, well said. Well said. Cammy open door. I'm gonna take a guess and say that was my sister because I didn't hear my mom come up the stairs. So it's probably my sister. No reason to be excited about next gen when we all are talking about specs. It's been done for the last two gens, which without delivering on the games that I want. I guess. All right. Well, here's a question: what games do you need to see from Sony and Microsoft to get you excited? I like how this is my stream, but I'm asking you guys questions. But I'm genuinely curious. What game or games would you need to see from Sony or Microsoft to get you excited into this new generation? Because they've primarily been talking about like loading times and how we can have seamless worlds and shit, and how backwards compatibility is like a thing of the past because like not everything will just work seamlessly without having to be patched and shit. Like it's more about all the features. Like it's almost become a phone issue, almost like where the phones are like we can only get so beautiful, and the phones were already shooting like at 4K and shit. So it's like yeah, it's gonna take us a while to get to 8K. So like now it's like, yo, guess what? We got a new camera. We got new cameras, bro. And I'm like, yeah, but like, what about the OS and whatever? It's not a lot we can do. And I feel like that's where we're getting to. We're getting to the point where gaming, where it's like, yeah, we can only really do so much. And it's not like they're not powerful. That's the kicker. It's not like the PlayStation 5 is not going to be powerful. It's not like the Xbox Series X isn't going to be powerful. But like the power doesn't mean anything unless you show me a gameplay design that completely just changes the game. Oh damn, wait, Goggle Master is a. If you change like your icon and everything, bro, you look all professional and shit. The fuck are you doing? You try to be a YouTuber in this bitch? No, I'm just playing. PlayStation doesn't have to do much for me since I would buy it anyway. Xbox needs to at least make some interesting games. I want Sony to tap back into the PS2 era. That's probably not going to happen. Or if it happens, it's only going to be for like one IP. For some reason, Sony is very much of the kind of design philosophy to just kind of make a game series, run its course in like 3 to 4 games, maybe 5, and then we never see it again. That's how Sony's been handling things pretty much since PlayStation 3. The thing is that we had to hit a sort of graphical ceiling. Art style will decide how a game looks. Sony games usually have the best art style. Sony's willing to play around with art style. That's what I'll say with that. Xbox is pretty much samey about its graphic. Like in terms of its art style, it's like it's just kind of samey for me. Sony, I need more RPGs of various games compared to the boring cinematic experiences. Microsoft just needs to step outside of appealing to most of their casual demographic. I got a YouTube pal to help me out. Oh wait, did TSS help you? Is that what it was? I could have swore somebody mentioned it. I could have swore you got brought up in one of our conversations recently. So that could have been what it is. Sony is losing me to the dumb controversies like censorship. Sony's losing me partially due to the fact that their mainline games aren't overly interesting. Like I bought and played and beat God of War, and I would still say that was a boring ass experience. The censorship hasn't really come up as much. It's more of this woke shit regarding The Last of Us. Also, to be fair, they haven't really put out a lot of first party games in the last like few months. Like Ghost of Tsushima and Last of Us are the first recent ones, I believe. Like what was the other first party game they came out with this year? Is Last of Us and I think Last of Us and Ghost of Tsushima, which by the way, still haven't seen barely anything of that fucking game. Oh, okay. Well, if you stepping up your game, I hope you succeed, bro. Everyone go subscribe to Goggle Master since he's in the chat. You say that anime rapper, but like realistically nowadays, Nintendo kind of gets their own variety of JRPGs. Like at this point, like am I buying PlayStation 5 for Bravely Default 2? No. Did I buy it for Octopath Traveler? No. Because it doesn't have neither of those games. Like Nintendo's starting to catch up in that sense. Also, that's the other thing. A lot of PC, most of those JRPGs aren't like console exclusive, except for like Persona. Oh yeah, I was just kind of like what the fuck ever with God of War. I mean, Juice has a different lifestyle, man. I can't say nothing. Um, that too. Their first party has been pretty mediocre and overrated for a while. That's the main. That's like my main issue. Like people want to talk about how Sony dominated this gen, but realistically, I always said the PlayStation 4 generation is literally a generation where they had to do was kind of show up and do something. They didn't have to do a lot. They didn't have to get crazy with it. Sony just needed to show up and do something. And that's what Sony did. They showed up and did something. Now, Spider-Man's a fun-ass game. God of War, I could care less, to be real with you. Horizon Zero Dawn, I haven't played it. That's like one of my next Sony games to play. Infamous Second Son, I heard good things about it, but like no one ever talks about it anymore. Knack, we're not even gonna bring up in the conversation because Knack just was not worth the conversation. Well, that's not saying a lot, anime rapper, because like, what did Xbox have this gen? You had Gears 5, you had Crackdown 3, you had Sea of Thieves, you had Cuphead, which you can get on PC or Switch. You had Ori, which you can get on PC or Switch. The second Ori game, which I think you can at least right now get on PC. Sunset Overdrive, you can get on PC. Killer Instinct, you can get on PC. Rise wasn't that good. Alan Wake wasn't that good. It just like Xbox didn't have a lot, and the ones you did like, you could get. Really, if you want a game that feels like a good modern Final Fantasy, Xenoblade. If you want a game that feels like classic Final Fantasy, Bravely Default. So yeah. Horizon Zero Dawn, I need to play. That's the one I have in this room that I just need to get down to. But see, I've been so distracted with Nintendo stuff, like I haven't really had a reason to go to my PlayStation as of late. Like I bought Mega 11 on there, still playing Dragon Quest 11 S on there, which is the definitive version of Dragon Quest 11, minus some graphical / frame rate issues, which aren't even that big of a deal because it's just locked at 30, and the graphics don't look as good, but the art style is so good you can barely tell. Oh yeah, I always forget about Uncharted 4, particularly because that was another IP series I just never got into. Also, what's up, Wandering Soul? I don't know if I said hey to you or if you were here before, but what's up, bro? Glad to see you in here and supporting. Appreciate it. What else? But yeah, like that's kind of my feeling. Like part of my indifference to um the new gen is partially just due to the fact that like the consummate Sony and Xbox weren't making games that I were overly excited about, and the ones that they did have that were exciting, I could get in another form or another way. I only play Nintendo games. I don't mind some games. Then there's Spider-Man for some games, and I'm not like like I said, I'll play consistently like PlayStation, but I don't understand the point of owning all three consoles. Like that was the thing that always baffled me. People were like, I bought an Xbox One X, a PlayStation 4 Pro, and a Nintendo Switch, and I have a PC. And I'm like, bro, a lot of these games are shared between at least three of those consoles. The fuck do you need all three of them for? Especially because Xbox's exclusives you can buy on PC. I'm like, the fuck do I need it for? But yeah, that's just my whole issue. I've heard varying reports of Uncharted. Most people talk about 2 and 4. 2 and 4 are the ones I hear the most about. Sorry, I'm looking at questions. Give me one sec. But go ahead and continue. Okay. Let's go ahead and get lightnings out of the way. Which Persona game do you consider the best when it comes to these categories? Story, characters, OST, gameplay, content. I don't feel like this is fair for me to answer only because I've only played 5. I would like to play 4 and 3, but I just don't want to like read. The problem is when you give me a handheld system, of course I want to play like some of the older games I missed on that handheld system. That's one of the reasons why I never agree with the whole argument. I think argument Juice made it where it was like, um, what did he say specifically? He was like, if you haven't played a game in the if you weren't interested in the game until its remake, that means then like you weren't interested in the game at all. Like it was something along those lines. I don't want to misquote him, but I feel like it was something to that effect. If not, someone can correct me. But I could have sworn the lines Juice to Lose, he was like, it was either him or T. It was like if you're so interested, or maybe it was something along the lines of like, if you're so interested in that game, why don't just play the original? Something along those lines. For me, a Switch port just makes it more appealing to play. Also, because then I have like a lot of freedom with it. And Atlas needs to stop fucking with us. That's the main thing. Atlas, I know you. I don't give a fuck about Catherine enough. You give me the Persona titles. That's what I give a fuck about, all right? We already got Shin Megami Tensei. Everything else is irrelevant. So, yeah. But yeah, for those who want to talk about it in the chat, go ahead and talk about Persona real quick. So Lightning does get like other input. Because like I said, I've only played 5. So I'm not good. I'm not the one to really ask the question. I'm not the one to answer, is what I should say. Most Persona 2 games are very adult and well written. Persona 3, 4, and 5 are just different types of games. Only played Persona 3 for the PS3. Oh, okay. So we got some interesting ones. Let me go ahead and answer at least one of Melvin's questions. What's your biggest marathon of episodes? I've watched about 13 episodes of anime in a day. What's my biggest marathon of episodes? My biggest? I want to say One Piece was probably it's either One Piece or When They Cry. I remember When They Cry, I went through like the entire season in like a day. I think the most I've done is like somewhere between 13 and 18, I want to say. I feel like I've done more than that, but like I had to dedicate. No, because I watched like all of Outlaw. No, what was that? My friend had like the box set for Outlaw Star, and I want to say I went through that in like a weekend. But I think I was only doing like 8 episodes a day, so that probably wasn't it. Clannad, I went through. Angel Beats and Clannad, I marathon like within like a couple of days. Clannad, I want to say I did. I think I usually did about 4 hours worth, but I want to say the most I've probably done is like 13. 13, I think, is the most I've ever done in a day, and that was back in the One Piece day. One Piece days, I used to marathon episodes like crazy. Also, because One Piece is real easy to do so. For me, anyway, One Piece was just that show for me. I really want Sony to push Ratchet and Clank, my favorite of the franchise on Sony, but they're into the movie style games. You love Miss Sly Cooper. Yeah, those are the games that probably were the more visually interesting. So I want to say, yeah, I think 13 to 15 were probably the most. No, no. Yeah, Kimetsu no Yaiba was just not enough. Also, what's up, Shidori? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, bro. So thank you for showing up. Let's do 2 more questions and then try to get back into some content. Oh, the real Condoriano. What is your favorite Wii U game? Mine's 3D World. Also, is the Switch your favorite Nintendo console? So favorite Wii U game. Favorite, that's hard, bro. My favorite Wii U game. The one I think I had the most hours in was probably like Smash or Xenoblade. But I'm trying to think of my favorite Wii U game. And I have like a special place in my heart for like Fatal Frame and Tokyo Mirage Sessions were really good for me. Mm, I feel like, to be overarchingly fair, the one I probably enjoyed playing the most Fuck, what is my favorite Wii U game? I'm thinking about it now. I don't know. I don't know. Oh no. Oh yeah, you were in the Microsoft stream. I forgot about that stream because I didn't want to talk about that stream. This stream was a bad decision in the long run. Um, that's hard. What is my favorite Wii U game? That's hard. I don't know if I could just pick one. Oh no. Fuck. 3D World is up there. I will say it. 3D World's probably the most objective one I would enjoy. Oh, I can't think though. Because I like Tokyo Mirage Sessions, but I hate the dungeon design in Tokyo Mirage Sessions. I love the battle system. The battle system is like one of my favorite things, but fucking some of that dungeon design is trash. And not even the visuals. It's just kind of the tedious layout of it. That's like my only thing I really hate. That and the censorship. The censorship kind of annoys me too. And the fact that it's still present in the Switch version. That's like my biggest annoyance with that. Fuck. I don't know. What's my favorite Wii U game? Xenoblade X is up there. I think I'll do top three: Xenoblade X, Tokyo Mirage Sessions, and Fatal Frame 5. Those are like my top. I probably would say Fatal Frame 5 only because I replayed that game to get every ending. I actually went out of my way to get every ending in Fatal Frame 5. That game is 100% on the Wii U for me. So for the sake of being different, I probably would say that game. That, and I think that's the only game I 100% on the Wii U. So yeah. Well, no, isn't Skylanders was on the Wii U? I thought. Well played, well played, Chidori. Also, what is the Switch my favorite Nintendo console? Oh, that's hard. See, the problem is modern consoles will always have certain things over old school ones. Oh, damn. I think if I had to be objective about it, it's either if I didn't say Switch, which for right now, I'm gonna leave Switch in the box until the generation's over. Switch probably would end up becoming it, but it's not. I think currently my favorite Nintendo console is probably the Wii. I think the Wii I objectively like overall as an experience. Mm, Probably the Wii. The GameCube I didn't play much on. Like the older Nintendo consoles, I just didn't play a lot on. I think the Wii was versatile as fuck, and I ended up enjoying a lot of games on there. So I would say the Wii. Wii's probably my favorite. If I don't count the Switch because it's not finished in its generation, it's probably the Wii. The Wii U being like a second, and Switch right now, if I had to rank it in the group, is probably nearing first, leaning probably in second, depending on my mood. So yeah. So that's the thing with that. Um Red Dragon. Which one do you think is harder for you to get into? Shonen or Isekai? What's harder for me to get into? Isekai. Isekai. Because like Shonen, I will always have a love for Shonen. Isekai ranges from being pretty fucking good to like absolute garbage. Absolute fucking garbage. Isekai, that's not even a question for me. Isekai is harder to get into for me. And if chat wants to answer the question, you can. I'm that one dude who likes Pokemon Battle Revolution. How dare you, Goggle? The music is pretty good, but man, that game is so slow and repetitive. It just needed variety. It needed variety and more like fan service in it. Oh, Ryan Sword. What is my thoughts on the upcoming game DLC coming in June for Pokemon? Am I excited or indifferent? I'll put it this way. I'm more Isekai is like I was transported to another world. I ran across a couple of Isekais that are okay. But yeah, like Isekai's like, oh, I've been I lived the daily life until some shit happened to me. So like I lived the daily life until I turned into a slime. I was reincarnated. I was reincarnated as a slime. I was transported to a video game world. Like it's usually like me, a normal person, being thrown into like a fantasy world of some sort. I can't say anything about that because I haven't played the original Xenoblade Chronicles. I will at the end of this month, but I haven't initially. I lost my fucking. What was the question I was answering? Oh, the Pokemon DLC. The Pokemon DLC, I'm ranging more not excited to indifferent, is more excited to concerned. Excited because it's like new stuff. Concerned because the first one's supposed to be exploration based. And I think I said this before. I really want Pokemon to understand that exploration does not mean a wide open area. You need to give me shit to explore in that area and reward me for my curiosity and exploration skills. Give me some cool lore. Give me some side quests. Give me a cool fight. Some cool fights. Some cool raid battles. Something. Don't just give me a wide area. Give me some dungeons or some caves. Give me motherfucker. Uh oh, what's up, Tree Man? And then yeah, Shield Hero is a good example. I like Shield Hero a lot. Has there been a game on Switch that shocked you that you could run it as well as it does? Is there a game on Switch that has shocked me? Uh, I think Breath of the Wild did that. I think Breath of the Wild was like that for me. Breath of the Wild is such a like crazy fucking game. It just blows me away. I think Breath of the Wild, Dragon Quest, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, like a lot of the open world games are probably the bigger shockers to me. Or like a game that's like heavily stylized, which we don't have a lot of those. But like, yeah, I think those are the main ones. Those are the main ones that like stick out to me. Ever seen? We've seen the map. Location is not large enough to make it worth the money. Oh, even next to the water area, we've seen the. Yeah, I just need the. I need better exploration. I'm not indifferent. I'm just concerned. I need their exploration to be real exploration. I don't care about the size of the world. If it's full of shit to do, I'm cool. But it's Pokemon. So I'm concerned if there's going to be shit to do. And that's like the core of the problem. At least for me. So yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also very concerned. Let's get out of that. Also, Lightning would do that. Also, real quick, I think Lightning put it in the chat anyway, but okay. All right, go back to the questions that I missed. Might as well get this out of the way. Melvin has like a fuck ton of questions, so let's try to get through some of these. What are your thoughts on modern romance? On modern romance Tinder, talking to multiple people, having easy access to people. I think it can show some of the worst of humanity as people can treat others like a game. Remember my slogan, kids. Life's a game. Play to win. Oh shit, I'm going to jail. I'm going to jail, dog. Oh shit, get my lip. Oh no, I gave myself a cramp. Why did I do that? Oh damn. That wasn't smart. Oh Christ. Oh my legs. I just came back from the gym and I came from the gym earlier and I don't think I've recovered. I can't be doing shit like that. Damn. That's embarrassing, bro. Ah. Fuck. Wandering Soul. I feel like you won't like the Xbox One much. Shut up, Wandering Soul. This man's a savage. What game have you played recently frustrated you? Probably Mega Man. Mega Man 11. I think Mega Man 11 was the last game I played that frustrated me. And if you're going before that, probably God of War. Mega Man 11 frustrates me just because it's just a harder, it's a hard platformer. And if we're talking about super recently, Street Fighter fucking 5, because Lightning gifted me that game on Steam. Shout out to Lightning for all the Steam gifts, by the way. It bums me out because I forgot that Street Fighter 5 has that bullshit about you earning fight money. Fucking. Oh, you mean Xenoblade Chronicles? When I heard Xbox One, I saw XB1. I always assume Xbox. Sorry, I'm gonna try Xenoblade One though. Give it like a real thing. I haven't been exercising in a while. Like, and that was the problem. Like, I when the quarantine happened, I kind of lost the ability to go to the gym, and I got kind of lazy. So yeah, I've been this weekend was me getting me back into the groove of going to the gym. So that's the issue there. Well, the problem, the problem it's arcade edition. So like I don't have all the characters unlocked, and the only way I can unlock the characters is to play fight money, is to get fight money. But the problem with Street Fighter Five is still fight money is incredibly long and tedious to get, considering every fucking character requires like 100,000 fight money, and so that's what frustrated me. I was playing the story mode of Street Fighter Five, by the way. The fight that frustrated me was the Bison fight at the end. Um, but yeah, that's like my biggest frustration. And I was like, bro, like that fight was so fucking annoying, and then just the fact that I couldn't like that and the fight money. No, it was the arcade edition. That's the problem because I can't get all the characters. So like a lot of the characters are still locked. So the only way I can get them is either A, upgrade to the championship edition, or B, fucking go through the fight money process, which means I have to beat a bunch of online battles, which for someone like me who's a noob at Street Fighter is really unappealing to do. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that game. So yeah, that's my whole thing. Well, that's why they put the loot boxes and microtransactions in those games because they know if they make it hard, if they make it more tedious to go through the long process, they're like, well, here's the easy process: just pay $20 and then you're good. And I don't want to pay $20 for that shit. I really don't. That's like my main concern. I'm like, bro, you need to pay that $20, man, and you can get all these characters and shit. And I'm like, eat a dick. Like Capcom, you've been doing better, but fuck Street Fighter Five, like dead ass. Uh, so yeah, I think Street Fighter and only like TSS and Richie and Tyrone know about that struggle. Lighting, I need like a donation of fight money, nigga. That's what I need. I need like the characters I want to play with, I can't play with because you need a bunch of fight money to get them. So that's like my main thing. Oh yeah, that's literally actually Chidori. That's literally it. That is literally it. Except the difference is that I'm better at Classic Ninja, so that one wasn't as bad for me. Street Fighter, I am ass at. That's my problem. But that's besides the point. I'm not gonna. That's going way too deep into that question than I needed to. I have watched A Silent Voice, Prince Revolver. Fucking love the movie. The manga is better, but I fucking love the movie. So Silent Voice is awesome. Uh, Persona or SMT? Probably Persona only because Persona is more traditional RPG, which is what I fuck with. SMT is hard as fuck. SMT is hard as motherfuck. I'm gonna mess with RE5 later. I was already planning to get it. I was gonna get it on Switch, but I was planning to get it anyway. So now I have the excuse of playing it. I don't know when I'm going to play it, but I do plan to play it. But yeah, Persona over SMT for me. But I don't have a lot of experience with either. I'm gonna assume Sakurai loves to play JRPG games. I think fighting games are his favorite genre, though. If that case, do you think other characters from other series publishers will be playable characters in season 2 DLC? So pretty much you're asking me about more third-party characters in Smash. Probably. Actually, we know that that was the case for one of them because supposedly Sakurai said in one of the videos he was like, no, one of the interviews he was like, uh, we were in talks with a company, but we had to stop because of the coronavirus. So uh, I imagine for me personally that he's already in talks about third-party characters. Still, like I think we're gonna get more Nintendo characters in the season 2 batch, but like he definitely still has third-party characters in mind, which I think is fine because I mean people seem to like the third-party representation, and no one has a problem with the way he represents third-party characters in general. I imagine if it's any third party, he's also seems to be about respecting the past. That seems to be his main thing. Um, if I had to take a shot in the dark, who he was probably talking to, I'm gonna say Bandai. I'm not gonna say what game. I'm just gonna say Bandai. I have not tried Street Fighter cross checking yet. Like I've been doing a lot of Dragon Quest stuff, and I've got just like distracted. I've just been doing a lot of stuff. SMT is the Dark Souls of JRPGs. That is an accurate description, sir. I am 100% cool with that description. That's pretty funny. So yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to answer Melvin's question. So did you get my comments about the fan made quirks for you and your friends? You guys never gave me feedback. I did not, Melvin. I don't think I did not get that comment. So if you can shoot that comment to me again, either in the Discord or like on Twitter or whatever, I'll read it. I guess where did you even leave the comment at? I guess is a better question because I don't think I definitely didn't get it. So just shoot me the comment again, Melvin. If I could be a Pokemon, which one would I be and why? That one's hard because we have like almost 1,000 Mons to pick from. If I could be a Pokemon, which one would I be and why? Fuck. This is not like it's funny with all the mystery dungeon games, and I've never really legit thought about it because I don't think I have any interest in being a Pokemon. But like, if I had to be one, it's got to be a humanoid Pokemon. Like, I got to have like a main body. Oh fuck. If I could be a Pokemon, which one would I be and why? I genuinely cannot think of a Mon off the top of my head I would want to be specifically. I was leaning towards fighting types because they're the ones. Actually, ironically enough, Good Gago Master, that was the one that was hovering in my mind. Because I don't fucking like Charizard, Prince Revolver. Shut the fuck up. Um, Cinderace was the one that was hovering in my mind a lot, actually. Because Cinderace is fast, has a normal human-ish body, except he has tiny hands. That's like his only problem. And I could shoot fire, and I could kick fire. Um, that's like my only fucking issue is the fact that like, and I love rabbits. That's the other thing. So I would assume I would gain rabbit like agility. You know what? I'm gonna just say Cinderace because that makes sense. And to be fair, I don't hate Charizard. I just hate that he's so. I hate him more so now because of his popularity than the Pokemon himself. So technically, it's not Charizard's fault. It's Game Freak and the fandom's fault. But it's hard, so I can't be like, eh. So yeah, that's all the questions. Cool. And it's already been an hour, but I'll go ahead and talk about it anyway because it's not like a lot to say. Nintendo came out with some stats. Oh, studio, you fuck. Dear Terrell, is it true that you like Kudra more than Madaka? I mean, Madaka has been on your channel banner and is currently the face of the Discord server. Are you being tsundere towards Madaka? You savage. That is very true. I think because Madaka represents that show, so I tend to put her more on there than Kudra because people don't tend to know who Kudra is. But yeah, I'm not being tsundere though. It's not like I like her or anything. Because I like Madaka. I don't like early Madaka. Later Madaka, especially like time skip Madaka. I say time skip. It's not really a time skip, but it kind of is. So time skip Madaka, I love her design and shit. I wish there was more fan art of that design, and there's not, and I'm mad about it. But Kudra's Bay. You know the problem is there's not enough. There's not a lot of colored images of Kudra because people prefer Madaka, and that's my problem. The anime tends to do that. The anime tends to make certain Pokemon more likable, so I can understand that. What was I going to talk about beforehand? Oh yeah. So Nintendo released its financial report, and we got some numbers of sorts. Some, not all, but some numbers. And the numbers we got were pretty good. So if I remember correctly, Nintendo is now at 55 million consoles sold with like six. I think like is it 6 million of that being? Where's Gamatsu at? For those who are curious about what site I use to get this information, let's see. There we go. So Switch hardware was. So yeah, it's 55 million. Didn't they split it up between Switch Lite and Switch? I thought they split it up between Switch Lite and Switch and just base Switch. I think they did, and I think it was like 10 million of it was like Switch Lites. No, not. I think it was like 6. 6 million was like Switch Lites, and like another, and then the other 49 was Nintendo Switch's normals. They sold like another 3 million between like the end of March during the first 3 months of this year. Most of that ended up being pushed by fucking Animal Crossing that sold a whopping motherfucking 13.41 million. Also, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX sold 1.26 million, which is pretty fucking crazy. Especially because I was like, it's a remake, it's a lazy. It's funny, Juice talked all that shit about it, and it still sold like over 1 million. It's crazy. We also have like the top 10 first party Switch titles selling. Mario Kart 8 is at 24. These are all in millions, but 24 million. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Smash Brothers at 18. Zelda's at 17. Mario Odyssey's at 17. Pokemon Sword and Shield are at 17. Pikachu and Eevee are at 11, going on 12 million. Animal Crossing is at like 13 million. So technically, Animal Crossing has beaten Let's Go. And Splatoon's at 10 million. Mario Party's at 10 million. New Super Mario Brothers at 6 million. And then you got some of the other ones. Like like I said, Mystery Dungeons at 1.26. Luigi's Mansion's at 6. Mario Maker 2's at 5. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is at 4.38. Fire Emblem is on its way to 3 million, but it's at 2.87. Ring Fit is at 2.73. Astral Chain is at 1.8. And Marvel Ultimate Alliance is at 1.8 million. So, yeah. Animal Crossing is motherfucking insane. And my God. My fucking God. My God. Sorry, I'm being extra. I'm being extra. Read all about it. You don't want to hear my name in your mouth. It will rock your brain, rock your soul, rock the mic. Oh, Perry out talking shit. Perry out here fucking Perry out talking like he got a job or something. You better cut that shit out. I feel bad, Perry. We were talking on Skype last night too. It was like me, Z, J Man, Uber Black Man, Darius, and Gavin. We were on fucking Skype. We should have added you. I don't think I have you on Skype or Discord. If I have you on Discord, I don't have you on Skype. I need to tell those motherfuckers to get Discords. That's what I need to do. None of these bitches got Discords. You hate Isabel? Damn. Ring Fit Adventure is a better Wii Fit. I'm going to throw it out there, even though it won't sell as much as Wii Fit. Ring Fit Adventure is better than what people gave it credit for. And that's a shame because Ring Fit Adventure looks like a better Wii Fit. Wii Fit just came at a better time. If you could be a Pokemon who... Oh, yeah, I didn't delete that question. Okay. Did I not delete the question? Goddamn. There we go. And I think that is all the questions. Cool. You about to reinstall Skype. Damn. Lighting, that... Realistically, I need better eating habits. I recognize the problem. I plan to get into my shit again. To get, like, really into the shit. So, hopefully there will be some progress by the end of the year. That's the goal. We're going to stop trying to burn all this shit down and not die from corona or obesity. So I'm fighting on all sides, man. And I turned 29. I'm fighting the aging process. Them bitches, get off me, aging. Get off me. I don't need those wrinkles, bitch. Get off me. Skype is a thing. Skype is actually better than it used to be. I actually like the new layout and everything. It has a dark mode. 10 out of 10. Astro Chain did well, and I'm happy it did well. But yeah, Studio, you need to have me on Skype just so I have you. But yeah, I think that's the main thing. That Nintendo Switch out here killing it, and Mario Kart 8 is one of the most ridiculous games I've ever seen sell as ridiculously as it has. Mario Kart 8 sold fucking almost half of the Switch's lifetime sales. Almost, it's like 1 out of every 2 owners owns fucking Mario Kart, which is insane. Absolutely insane. Fucking people are nuts. I mean, Mario Kart always had that kind of power, but god damn. It just trips me out that it's the port. It's the port of 8 that's out here making this kind of money. That's a chain I just need to go back and play. Because I got like through the first chapter or 2. But I stopped because I got distracted with other games. Shane Metal Gear Rising is lost in the void because Konami's dumbasses don't know what to do. Well, that's the issue with a lot of Konami properties. Life is unfair. Dasani for the thirsty Negro. Oh, hold up. Dasani for the thirsty Negro. Where are you looking? I'm looking at the OnlyFans account. Shut up. Don't show it on the screen. It's just an OnlyFans account. Well, Mario Kart 9, I imagine, will be a thing. Actually, I imagine it'll probably be a thing within the next year or so. If not, well, I don't think it'll be this year, but it definitely will probably be next year. But Mario Kart 8's out here selling like this, bro. I don't know what we're going to do. Why make a new game? What, are fucking Batman Beyond episodes in the damn vault? Do we need fucking Warner Brothers to open up the goddamn vault so we can get some Batman episodes? Damn, that's crazy. Also, Z can't be trusted, so that's a whole nother problem. Couldn't complete my research. Motherfuck. Also, side note, since we're on here, I might as well tell you. Any Switch owners, there are sales going on. Why does my knuckles hurt? Damn it. The aging process wants to fight me like a motherfucker. Number of few deals are up. So Saints Row 4 is on sale on Switch. Assassin's Creed is on sale on Switch. Disgaea is on sale on Switch. I'm trying to look at the games that kind of stick out to me. Lego games are on sale on Switch. Mortal Kombat's on sale on Switch. South Park is on sale. Starlink. Splatoon 2 is on sale, which is kind of fucking surprising. And then Ease 8. Ease 8 is on sale. Which is funny because we were talking about, bro, you need to get Ease 8. So, maybe. Just maybe. No other words will be used to describe it. That's besides the point. Anarchy Reigns. I haven't heard about Anarchy Reigns in years, bro. But I think we've kind of covered all the main stuff. There wasn't a lot. I imagine tomorrow for Juice's Loose will be pretty much the same. Although for some reason we got on like a weird... Yeah, South Park, The Stick of Truth, and the Crack Butthole are both on sale on Switch right now. Go check out the eShop and waste some money. You ain't doing nothing else. We're waiting for a new stimulus check, goddamn. Oh, we need a new stimulus check because we broke and the economy's in shambles. Why is the economy in shambles? Oh, man. Oh, no, I agree with that. Why I hate Mortal Kombat 11 is woke Mortal Kombat, and I don't fuck with woke Mortal Kombat. If the stream ends before I install, I'll send my Skype info on Discord. Go ahead, bro. Because I'm about to end the stream now anyway. I pretty much already covered everything I need to cover. And I don't have a credit card, though. Use PayPal. That's what I use. I don't use a credit card on Switch. What I'll probably do is either that or like buy a Nintendo eShop card. That's what I do. Oh shit, Lightning, relax. Lightning is mad, bro. He's like, you don't understand. If there ain't mods for Mortal Kombat 11 to make it less Mortal Kombat 11-ish, then I'm not fucking with it. Although I might look up some mods for Resident Evil 5 because why not? But that's besides the point. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm waiting. Also, by the way, for those in the chat who are also in the Discord, if you guys see any deals on Resident Evil 3 Remake being less than $40, let me know. That is a game I've been trying to get for like the last few weeks under $40, and I cannot find it. Primarily for PlayStation 4, obviously, because I ain't got that Xbox. Also, I don't even think it's out for Xbox. So yeah, that's just like a random side note. I want to get the game, but I don't want to spend like 50 or 60 for it. So if anyone can find it, then yeah. Time to waste money and go into the world. Exactly, Goggle. Exactly. With all that being said, stay safe. Protect yourselves and protect others. Try to be good people and show that humanity aren't fucking scum. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for the support. Thank you for hanging out with me in a late ass hour because life is complicated and I didn't get it. Yeah, just thank you guys in general. Thank you, Sourcon, for the donation. Thank you, Lightning, for the donations of games. Just thank you. So, yeah, life's a game. Play to win. And I will catch you guys later. Later days. Peace. God damn. That's a thick ass boy. I don't even smoke or drink. I can't be trusted.